The best way to approach this is by building a good digital word of mouth, and that is by using content and social media. Create valuable content for your audience, including blog posts, ebooks, or infographic. Make sure that you provide value way beyond your product, and your audience will be delighted to share the word around. Another good way to increase your brand awareness is by working with influencers, which is pretty common these days. A lot of business in the food or restaurant like to collaborate with influential food blogger to help gain brand awareness among much wider audience. Besides that, engagement is also really big way to increase the brand awareness. Something as simple as thanking people who recommend your brand or just responding to their comments or questions. Once you have started growing your community, you can make social media competitors for your followers. That is a great way to spread the word and increase your brand awareness.
Hello, hi, my name is Nur Shafika Aina. So for the issues of international marketing, my point is lack of resources. There is no doubt that this is one of the biggest international marketing issues, which lack of resources. This is true that not only when it comes to advertising budget, but also for human capacity. Even if you had enough budget for campaigns, you still need to have enough people to manage them. But this is not the whole issue. If you are expanding digitally, you need to evaluate the distribution of your resources. Are you going to hire people within your own country to manage campaigns for foreign markets, or try to hire people directly in the new market? There's a couple of approaches to undertake those issues, which are: the first one, expand only one country or region at one time, or outsource your human resources. That's all from me. Thank you.
Next on our listing international marketing challenge is diluting the focus of the campaign segmentation. We can see a lot of companies are trying to reach out their potential customer with a generic campaign. So the problem is lies to a certain point with trying to reach wide and exact approach. Hence, the solution for this challenge is to get as specific as possible with the campaign. This way, we will get more specific with segmentation and will have their own creativity itself. The audience will not only focusing on the ads, but they will more intend to have the ads more exclusive for them to buy the product. So, it will be resonate much for it to the customer.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Ain Batrisha Hanin binti Arba'in. For today, we talk about the cultural differences in business issues in international marketing. Marketers offer goods and services to overseas markets that may have sensitive qualities. Furthermore, visitors to these countries should exercise caution when attempting to communicate with locals, to be approached by prospective clients on the most appropriate way to develop and sell ads. However, creating commercials that cater to different countries and then to the masses will lead to a variety of issues. These topics have dominated culture for years, not for advertisers, in the vocabulary of society, customs, tastes, beliefs, and values, and also lifestyles. Colors, in particular, have been a focal point in the brand's evolutions. Colors have a more abstract significance in national economics, according to foreign markets. Colors have different meanings in different cultures in several nations. Black is the color of mourning, white is the color of Japan. Music, like advertising, hold essential cultural assets. The level of education of the country's inhabitants as well as the quality of the items to be sold are critical considerations. Technological goods to be marketed as a commodity, the product of the mass of the sophistication of the targeted level and educational level are all inextricably linked. Considering the target demographic might necessitate any improvements to the product.
Next, our list of international marketing challenge is finding where your customers live on the internet. Many times, we assume that advertising networks such as Google, Facebook, or LinkedIn are the perfect portals of reaching everybody. Depending on the country, this may or may not be the case. Yes, Google, Facebook, and LinkedIn are great networks for reaching many users. However, if you want to make campaign targeting bigger countries such as Russia, China, or India, these are definitely not your only options. For example, Yandex is the biggest Russian search engine and one of the most popular in the world. It could be a great way to reach your Russian audience apart from Google. On another hand, think of China. You are probably more likely to find your target audience in Baidu instead of Google, or on WeChat instead of Facebook. I think you get my point. Many countries have their own platform and application apart from the big international one.